before you spend a single dollar on a new OLED TV, watch this, because the LG G5 and Samsung S95F might look similar on paper, but only one truly delivers in your living room. I've spent hours testing both, and in today's video, I'm comparing the LG G5 OLED and the Samsung S95F, so by the end, you'll know exactly which one I'd buy for my own setup. We'll dive into picture quality, brightness, gaming performance, smart features, and more, so you can buy once and shop wisely. So, let's dive in. Design and build quality. When it comes to design, both the LG G5 OLED and Samsung S95F look sleek and modern, but they take different paths. The LG G5 features a minimalist metal frame with super thin bezels and a flush wall mount design that practically turns it into a piece of art. If you're going for that clean gallery-style setup, this one's a standout. It also comes in multiple sizes, including a massive 83-inch version for those with serious wall space. The Samsung S95F, on the other hand, goes for a bit more flair. Its slim, uniform back and refined metal edges give it a slightly more sculpted look, and the included stand is more stable than LG's for tabletop setups. Samsung also uses their Infinity One design with a nearly invisible bezel, which helps the screen melt into the background, especially in darker rooms. One difference you'll notice up close is the thickness. While both are thin, the LG G5's flush mount kit makes it virtually disappear into the wall, while the Samsung protrudes just a bit more. So, if you're focused on a wall-mounted gallery-style look, especially in a bright modern space, LG has the edge. But for a flexible, elegant design with a better table stand, Samsung might fit your setup better. Display and picture performance. This is where OLED TVs really show their strengths, and both the LG G5 and Samsung S95F deliver stunning visuals, but in slightly different ways. The LG G5 uses the new micro-lens array OLED panel, which boosts brightness without sacrificing contrast. You get incredibly deep blacks, perfect for nighttime movie sessions, but now with highlights that actually pop, even with some ambient light in the room. LG's Brightness Booster Max also adjusts brightness by zone, so scenes look more lifelike across the entire screen. Samsung's S95F, meanwhile, builds on its QD-OLED LED panel. The key difference? It uses quantum dots to push color volume higher, meaning reds and greens in particular look richer and more saturated than on most traditional OLEDs. If you're watching nature documentaries or animated content, this extra vibrancy really stands out. Both TVs support Dolby Vision and HDR10+, but LG still holds a slight lead in dynamic tone mapping. That means you're more likely to get consistent picture quality regardless of the scene. Helpful if you're streaming from a variety of platforms. So, the S95F looks punchier in bright scenes, while the LG G5 feels more balanced and natural across the board. So far, both TVs seem great, but the next few categories made the difference for me. I'll reveal everything at the end, and skipping it might cost you. Features and smart platform. Samsung's S95F leans into simplicity. Powered by Tizen OS, its interface feels clean and focused, making it easy to jump between live TV, apps, and settings without digging through menus. It supports Samsung's SmartThings, Alexa, and Google Assistant, but notably leaves out Apple HomeKit. If you're already using other Samsung gear, that tight integration can make everyday use feel seamless. Plus, multi-view mode lets you display two sources at once, a YouTube video and your PS5, for example, which is surprisingly handy during slow game moments or breaks. LG's G5, on the other hand, is built for deeper personalization. The new web OS adds user profiles, smarter content suggestions, and hands-free voice commands. It also supports Matter, Apple HomeKit, and other major smart ecosystems, giving it a slight edge in home automation. If you've got smart lights or thermostats, the G5 can talk to them directly. Both TVs offer 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, EARC, and auto low latency mode. But LG includes more fine-tuning for audio and image presets, which more advanced users might appreciate. So, the S95F keeps things smooth and straightforward. The G5 is more customizable and connected. Gaming and motion handling. Let's talk gaming. Whether you're on a console or a high-end PC, both the LG G5 and Samsung S95F are packed with features that make them serious contenders. Samsung's S95F supports 4K at 144 Hz with HDMI 2.1 across all 4 ports. That's great news for multi-device gamers. Add in AMD FreeSync Premium Pro, low input lag, and Game Motion Plus, and you've got a smooth experience, even in fast-paced titles. The Game Bar 3.0 interface is also a helpful touch, letting you quickly toggle key settings like FPS, aspect ratio, and input response. For casual and competitive gamers alike, it's user-friendly and responsive. LG G5 OLED, on the other hand, offers 4K 144 Hz as well, but only on 2 HDMI 2.1 ports. It does include G-Sync and FreeSync compatibility, plus Game Optimizer, which puts picture and audio presets within easy reach. LG's advantage lies in slightly lower input lag numbers and near-instant pixel response times, which can matter in shooters or racing sims. Both TVs perform incredibly well, and you'd be happy gaming on either. But if you value broad HDMI 2.1 support or rely on extra UI tools while gaming, Samsung offers a bit more flexibility. Sound quality. If you're not planning to invest in a separate sound system, built-in audio matters more than you'd think, and both of these OLEDs try to deliver more than just average TV sound. Samsung S95F comes equipped with 4.2.2 channel speakers and a total output of 70 watts, offering surprisingly strong clarity and spatial effect for a flat panel. Its object tracking sound plus tech attempts to match sound movement with on-screen action, and it works best in larger rooms where the sound has room to travel. Q Symphony is also a nice touch if you own a compatible Samsung soundbar, allowing the TV and soundbar to play together in sync. Over on the LG G5 OLED, audio output is rated at 60 watts with a 4.2 channel configuration. You also get WOW Orchestra, LG's version of TV to soundbar synergy, and AI Sound Pro, which uses audio upscaling to simulate surround sound. It's a clean presentation, but in larger spaces, it doesn't always match Samsung's fuller presence. Neither TV replaces a good soundbar, but they're both usable out of the box. Still, if you care about depth, directionality, or plan to go without external speakers, Samsung gets the edge. Connectivity and ports. How easily your TV connects to everything else can make or break your setup, especially if you're juggling consoles, streaming boxes, or sound systems. The Samsung S95F gives you 4 HDMI ports, all supporting up to 4K at 165 Hz, which is ideal if you're switching between high-performance devices. You also get 3 USB-A ports and 1 USB-C, making it easy to plug in external drives or newer accessories without reaching behind the TV. For wireless connections, it uses Bluetooth 5.3 and Wi-Fi 5. Solid, though not the fastest on the market. You'll also find some thoughtful features like Tap View and Storage Share, which let you mirror your phone or transfer content with just a tap. A nice touch for quick photo sharing or casual use. The LG G5 OLED offers a similar port layout, but its biggest advantage is Wi-Fi 6E. If your household has a lot of smart devices or streams 4K often, that upgrade really helps with network stability. It also includes AirPlay 2, screen mirroring, and mobile to TV sharing, perfect for casting from your phone without delay. So, Samsung is more flexible with ports, but LG is better equipped for modern high-speed networks. Overall value, or price to performance. Alright, after living with both of these TVs side by side, here's my honest take. As someone who actually used them, not just read the specs, if you're after top-tier brightness and ultra-smooth gaming, the Samsung S95F absolutely delivers. I played Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3 in 4K at 144 Hz, and it felt fast, fluid, and immersive. No stutter, no blur. That's why it came out on top in the gaming category. But for everything else, movie nights, casual streaming, even flipping between HDMI inputs without a delay, I found myself leaning into the LG G5. When I watched Dune, Part 2 on it, I realized how naturally it handled contrast and depth. No tweaking, no fuss, it just looked right. And yes, it's the more affordable option. But it's not just about price, it's about balance. The G5 doesn't over-engineer anything. It delivers excellent color, solid motion handling, clean design, and the WebOS platform is genuinely easy to live with. If I were buying for my own living room, not a test bench, I'd pick the LG G5. Not just to save a few bucks, but because it covers everything I care about, without making me pay for things I don't need every day. But that's just my opinion. And honestly, both of these TVs are worth your time. If they weren't, I wouldn't have made this video. So that would be all for today. Now, I've shared my thoughts, and now I'd love to hear yours. Which one would you pick, and why? Drop it in the comments. I genuinely read every single one. And if this helped you get closer to a decision, feel free to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want more. Thanks for watching, and as always, shop wisely.